All right, we're going to check out this Unrivaled League stuff with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's expected to receive a Messi-like offer to play an Unrivaled startup 3v3 league. Messi's contract includes partial ownership, financial incentives, and revenue share of MLS Season Pass. Now, I made a vid a while back where I explained why she shouldn't join the Unrivaled League. And it's kind of interesting because I remember when the reports first came out, people were saying that, oh, the league doesn't need her. She's not necessary. There's already deals in place. So this tweet went up, right? Someone said Unrivaled went from liking IG comments saying please keep Caitlin out of the league to having to put together a messy package for her. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's true, that's crazy to think about. Now, if you're wondering for what Unrivaled League is, Unrivaled is a new 3-on-3 women's basketball league, signed an exclusive media rights deal with TNT, 45 plus primetime games. TNT Sports also invested in the league. It's a 6-year deal that could be worth more than $100 million. That's a massive number. Now, here's the interesting thing with all this. People want return on investment, regardless of what anyone says. If you don't make money in those 6 years, if you're not bringing enough revenue to keep people to continue watching your product, and especially for a new league that could get shut down quick. I think we know as well as they know she's playing in it. It will push the league to even further place. But here's why I don't think she'll play in it. The same time that post came out, Eva posted this video for working out. And it says, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. And it says Caitlin Clark already put it in the off-season reps, right? The video that came out.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
If you think they just posted this video to post it, you're an idiot. This was a calculated post. It came out the exact same time that, you know, all that headline came out earlier today. This is a calculated post, I'm telling you guys. This was 3 weeks ago when she did her exit interview, right? And listen to what she says in the exit interview.
Talked is just that, you know, you have to let this kind of burn inside of you and let it kind of bother you in a way that it's going to drive you through the off season. How's it going to make you work? You got a taste of getting to the playoffs. Obviously, we haven't been there since 2016. So I think that's what the message was for us is like, hey, great, we got the 6th seed. Our goal was to get back to the playoffs, but we probably could have given ourselves a little bit better of a chance to try to get it to a game 3 to give our fans an opportunity to cheer us on here at home. And that's kind of what stunk about it. But you know, next year we're wanting to be a top 4 seed. You know, we believe we can build this place into a championship contender. That's what I believe. That's what I'm going to do everything in my power to help this organization get there. But you got to let it, you know, hurt you a little bit and really drive you throughout the offseason.
If anybody who's talking like that doesn't sound like a person who wants to get in another lead and play, especially a lead where a bunch of people who didn't appreciate her when she first came in the league. I just don't see her joining the lead. And based off what she said here, this was just 3 weeks ago. Her focus is already on next season. So I think the Fever's post is calculated, as well as, you know, I think her mind been set for probably prior to when the season ended. Her mind was probably already set as soon as it came out. Also, you know, people been having debates on the most marketable athletes. I didn't know, look, I know she's marketable, but I didn't know she was this marketable. This crazy. Messi's number 5. She's ahead of Messi. That's crazy. Ahead of Messi is insane, bro. I don't know how accurate this is, but if she's truly ahead of Messi, amen. That's crazy. Breanna Stewart breaking down the idea for an Unrivaled lead. This is from it's a clip from Good Morning America. I'm gonna play the clip of her breaking it down.
You are starting a new venture that will begin at the beginning of the year with your former UConn teammate, Nafisa. Yeah. So tell us about this new league.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, just to touch on what you said, obviously in a typical women's basketball life, you play in the WNBA and you go overseas. And there's a 7-month gap where, you know, our W players aren't home, aren't in market. And Fee and I are co-founders in Unrivaled, which is going to launch in Miami come 2025. And it's going to be the top 30 athletes where we'll play 3-on-3, 1-on-1, and just be home, be in market, and be able to be, you know, in a market that isn't a W team, but continue to grow the game and grow brands.
So it's going to stay there in Miami, which is very important to the players. They didn't want to be traveling all around during the offseason, so it's going to be there. 3-on-3. The court's going to be a little bit different.
Yep, the court's going to be a little bit smaller, so like around 60 feet in comparison to 94, but full court 3-on-3. So we'll have to make sure our cardio is up. We'll have a little bit of a training camp in this 10-week window. But I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to be playing, be around the best, continue to get better. And Miami's not a bad place to be.
A lot of people bringing up Geno's comments. This was before she joined.
Player, and you're a great college player, like Caitlin was. The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so...
Bro, isn't it wild that he said that and that literally literally happened? That's funny.
Disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning. So if you're a WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it. But human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league. And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. There's a huge target on this kid's back. I thought Cameron Brink said something really smart. She said, no, they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years. But they've been put out to be that because the way social media is today. So what kind of impact is this rookie class having in the WNBA?
Said all that stuff. Just look how stuff panned out. Anyone who watching this video, you'll be lying to say she didn't exceed even your expectations of whatever you thought she would do this season. She done exceeded everyone's expectations, right? You got to let fans and people who talk about, because look, I'm just a fan of the sport basketball. I just love hoops. NBA, WNBA, I don't care. I like hoops. I just like hoops. And people give their opinions on hoops every day. The thing is, with his comments, she's never went out her way to say she's going to do this or that when she gets in a W. So I feel like as long as the person doesn't say nothing and just goes out and does their job, you got no reason to be hostile towards them or not appreciate them. Now look, now y'all trying to throw a Messi offer to her. Pride in the Vid, that's his Breanna thing. That's some other stuff she said.
That time of the year. What sets it apart?
And I think this is why people are discussing why it could be a competitor with the W if she were to join. I don't think she will, but if she were to join.
Been some other 3-on-3 leagues, but what sets this league, Unrivaled, apart?
I think what sets Unrivaled apart is, especially in the women's world, this has never happened before. And this is the largest average salary in women's sports.
Say that again.
Yeah. The average salary is the highest ever in a women's league around the world, and 6 figures, making sure that, not only are we going to have the best product, but also the product is going to get what we deserve.
And also, aren't they going to have some equity in the game in the league as well?
All 30 players are going to have equity in this league, and obviously this is year 1. We want to start with a bang, but knowing the potential and like you said, the movement of women's sports is going to continue to grow, and we're going to make sure that it's better and better year after year.
Because this is proof again. This is not a moment we're talking about a movement here. I know you can't give us all the deets because you're still working out like the TV package and all that. So 30 players.
30 players.
Can you just give us an indication of the players that we're going to be seeing?
Well, obviously Fee and I.
Okay,
so that's easy.
All right.
And then there's going to be all-stars. Players that have been in the All-Star game will be a part of this as well. And I can't tell you any names because it's a secret, so maybe I'll just have to come on again and give you a little rundown. But it's going to be the best of the best.
Yeah, you really wanted this to be, you want to leave the game better than you found it. Isn't part of why you're doing this what you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely. This is my why. This is a part of what we do in the WNBA. We're trying to continue to grow the game individually and collectively. And making sure that now we're filling gaps, filling voids of not seeing these W players throughout the entire off season. And now we're going to be around.
Yeah, going to be.
All right, that's what's going on with that. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. And as always, it's your boy.